Welcome inside our New York studios. Brent Stover alongside Kevin Carter, Beanie Wells as well, wrapping up the 12th Saturday of the season. You look at the college football playoff bracket, a couple of teams not on here that were on the outside looking in that could sneak onto this particular graphic would have to be Georgia, which got a huge win against Tennessee. SMU was able to withstand Boston College. So overall, including those two results, you look at the teams with a green check mark, obviously were able to get wins. You're looking at red X's. Those were the teams that lost. Beanie, take it away as we start to look ahead to this Tuesday and the next rankings.
Obviously, BYU loses, so I think they drop in the rankings. I don't necessarily think they get out of that 12 spot, but I most certainly believe SMU climbs in this thing, and they probably get to 12. When you look at SMU, they have an opportunity to control their own destiny. The only team in the ACC that doesn't have a conference loss, so I think you have to respect them moving forward next week, putting them in that position. So it's going to get quite interesting as we get down the stretch.
Kevin?
To your point about the ACC, I think the Big 12 also falls in this category. I think the committee is telling us that we're going to have singular representation from those two conferences due to strength of schedule, and their contenders are all basically on the outside looking in. But you see that singular representation. This is one Big 12 team. This is one ACC team, right? And you see Big 10, SEC, and who are the rest of them? They're all the Big 10 and SEC except for Boise State, who's the group of five kind of carrying the torch for the group of five teams, and independent Notre Dame, okay? That's what we need to see. In terms of rankings and bracketology, these things are different. This is what the bracket would look like, and I think it's giving way for those SEC teams that are contending for a title, as well as the teams that are contending in the Big Ten. The dominoes are kind of left by the remaining games on the schedule. Indiana plays Ohio State, okay? Penn State is kind of waiting to see who wins out of that. We have a difference of opinion to see what's going to happen to Penn State should Indiana end up beating Ohio State and getting to the Big Ten championship game against who we think will be Oregon.
To your point, we could end up with 4 Big Ten teams. Obviously, there's 4 in the bracket at the moment. It could work itself out. Maybe 3 teams. Oregon probably going to stay at 1, right? They had to grind it out, but Texas really had to grind it out against Arkansas as well.
Yeah, so I can see Texas potentially dropping a little bit, and I do really believe that there will be 4 Big Ten teams in this thing right here. When you look at the quality of wins, when you look at the style of play, I think the committee certainly respects the Big Ten Conference as well as the SEC, and I don't see any way you could put Penn State out of this thing if they continue to just win the games that they're supposed to win.
Beanie Wells, Kevin Carter, I'm Brent Stover. Fantastic stuff as we look forward to Week 13. Again, Tuesday will be the CFP rankings, the very latest. And right here on CBS Sports Network, Adam Zucker and the guys with Inside College Football. So long for now.